Okay. So let me get over through this school management system, or you can say the dynamic form that we built for. Okay. And currently, I'm going through the login for this school admin login. Okay. So this one have the admin credentials from where that I'm logging in this. Okay. So if I'm talking about the dashboard, yesterday I informed you regarding that question, what it represents. And if you want to add more than that dashboard, so what you want to see in that, any analytics kind of thing, right? Any report, so you can certainly add in this dashboard too. Okay, if I'm coming about the registration list, right? So here you can see some data here. Also, I when I just register from that form, I can show you each and everything. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the registration list where you see the whenever any parent or any guardian will register from this dynamic form, and they will basically, here you can see they have data and all. Okay, from there, and you can see the tour date and time with the AM with the time zone. Okay, whatever you have, and the interview date and the created ad and the updated ad. Okay. So these are the statuses, right? And
Okay.
this from here you can change the status whatever you want to. Okay. So here you can see the status, right? Like currently here you can see the 4 statuses. One is cancelled, second one is tour completed, third is tour scheduled, and fourth one is waiting. So if I'm talking about the statuses, right? So from where you can add, so you can add from here, right? So there is one master field. If I'm coming in this master statuses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here you can see the list of statuses that you can see, and this is dynamic, sir, right? You can edit it or you can add new. So suppose if I want to add one more statuses for you, that is something other or kind of reschedule. Okay. So this is, you can change the color from here. So let me set one color. And I can save it, right? And if you can see that you just added a status, the status name is rescheduled, right? So from here we can see the statuses. So right here, whenever you open this registration list, you certainly can see there is a one more that you added reschedule, right? Suppose if you want to change the status of this, right? You can certainly you can do that the status change from here itself, right? So currently this list of data or this data is rescheduled from your end, right? So that is up to you, right? Whatever you want to change.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Okay. Let's come about the user, sir. So suppose you are an admin user and you want to add more than one user, right? That's up to you, right? So maybe your team have you have 5 members in your team, right? So you can add certain, this is admin credentials. From here you can just get the admin detail, and whatever you want to add the user, you can certainly do that, right, from here itself, right? So what you have to do, you have to just give the first name, last name, phone number. This is optional. Email address is mandatory, and the password, right? But active inactive means, so suppose you just add a credential one of your team member, okay, and if this is an active stage, so if it is an active stage, so that person can log in, or if someone have the inactive stage, so they cannot log in on your system. So that is up to you. You don't have to remove the credential from there, right? So that what it is, this active inactive data. Okay. So let me come out this master fields here, right? So here you can see the statuses, right? So suppose it's up to you that do you want this status, the fields that you can see, right? It is on active stage or inactive stage. Active means that can display on the form or not, right?
Okay.
So how you can inactive any field? So you can just click on that. Here you can see, right? One message is coming in the pop up, that is deactive this row. Okay. Suppose if I click on this, okay,
Okay.
it will deactive on that field. I cannot see in the form. Okay, that is up to you. Okay, so you can also add a form here from here itself. Okay, you just get the add a label name, field name, and field type. Okay, and if you want more than that any field type, you can certainly add, right? And do you want
Okay.
this field is required or not, inactive, inactive? Okay, that is up to you, right? I can also
Okay.
add the section also, form section, right?
Okay.
Let me come about the master form. So form is basically, suppose if you can click on add new, okay, and you can just add, you have to add the unique code of that on form name. Okay, maybe if you want to add two form for your school or for any other purpose, right? That is up to you. Maybe you can set the name of this two form similar, right? But for uniqueness, you have to just whenever you can add the name in Unicode, that must be different. Okay, otherwise you cannot form. Okay, and also what it do for you, you can certainly just drag and drop the fields here, and also you can sort it out which one you want to take the first or not. Okay, that is
Okay.
totally basically totally it's up to you. Okay, so that's why you call this form as dynamic, right? And when you set the form, say suppose from here, if you can see one of the form that I set it up here, that is school registration name. Okay. Okay. So here, after creating a form, what you have to do, you have to come to this CMS pages. Okay. So this is all the internal part, right? In the front side, okay, whenever you want to add any registration link on any registration form, you have to just add a form name, okay, and the page title. Okay, these forms, there are multiple form list you can see, right? So these are the forms that you created, right? So you have to choose the form and the title. Okay, that's done. Okay, and one second, let me show you that too. In the master form, as I'm talking about the unique code, right? And if you can see in the CMS page, whenever you create any new CMS page, suppose let me create for you, one second. Suppose you create this application form, and you can just set application form v2 version 2. So let me save it. So let me look gone through this list. And you can see, right, that one just created. So it can automatically create a page URL with this name, right? You have to just copy. Suppose and this page I just created. So it just copy the page URL, okay, and paste it with the server name. So it can open the registration form. Here you can see. Just give me one second. Okay. Okay. So here you can see the multiple fields, right? So let me add one more new. Okay. Let me add with the name of Satya Test. Today's date is November. So it can suppose whenever I want to add any number, right? So what it shows here, please type only alphabet, right?
Yes. Okay.
And here you can add the email address, whichever you want to. And here you have to add the phone number. So here you can see it is automatically get formatted with the USA format, right, sir?
All right.
So you can also add the phone number here, as I have to fill this form. Date of phone interview. So here I added a date field. You can add the home address, that's phone. So it's also requires only 10 digits and match requested format, right? So these are the some you can say the validations that we added. So suppose if someone have add 9 fields, right? It can show a message that you have to add the 10 digit.
Okay.
You can add these are the fields that I just added. So I'm just adding the field from date here. Place. Okay. So let me give you the to date and time. So let me click on that. So I just schedule for today or maybe tomorrow, right? And you can choose the tour time. Okay. So in the tour time, you can see now the 24 hours format, right, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that is totally depends on your local computer or on your local device. As my laptop set it up as 24 hours, so that's why it shows the 24-hour format. If on your local system, it is on maybe 12-hour format, right? So it can show the AM, PM too in this field.
Okay.
Let me add that maybe in the morning 11 to. Okay, let me submit it. So after submitting the form, here you can see the logo. That is up to you which one you want to add the logo. Okay, and here one message is coming. You have successfully done for this full form. Your registration ID will be like this. Okay, this message will be changed. If you want to change any messages and all, you can certainly do that. Okay, we can. So we just get a requirement from your side. I can certainly change any thank you page if you want to show here. Okay. So
Alright.
after submitting this form, sir, if I'm coming to this registration list, so let me just visit that page. Here you can see I just added a guardian name, right? This data is coming here, right? Okay. You can just see the data here. Okay. So I added yesterday yesterday means in the 7th November, I added one more data. Okay. And that is in 2 schedules or waiting, whatever stage we have. Like suppose you can change the status from waiting to scheduled. Okay.
Okay.
You can certainly do that too. You can also change the status. Suppose again waiting if you want to add. So you can certainly play from here itself. Okay. So yesterday I give you that demo too, right? Okay. Let me come through the email config part, the emailing part. Okay. How you can use the emailing thing. Okay. So in email config, there are total 4 menus are there, right, sir?
Alright.
One is email template. Let me go through it first. So here you can see one email template is already there, right? I can show you whatever we have. So suppose if you can create a template on yours, right? So this is the template for email, right? So you can just add a name, suppose email template, and whatever the message you want to show here, you can certainly type it on your way. Okay. Here we can also provide the variable, sir. So how variable helps you? So suppose if I add this variable client full name, sir, and copy and paste it here. Okay. So this follow-up emails is for suppose as I'm remember that if someone is not coming on the day was not came on that tour interview date, right? If maybe more than 24 hours will gone up basically. Suppose if I'm going for if I was going for basically if I'm planning for that 7th November or 8th November tour date, and if I'm not come there, right? So if you can also follow-up mail, you can just add you can add a campaign, right, for follow-up email that you are not basically come through our tour and all, right? So that is up to you, right? So here you can add a message. So dear client full name. Client full name is their name, the guardian name that they will give, right? And you can add the registration date and time, right? Whatever the registration date and time they choose. to date and time, and we just add a variable for minimal purpose. If you want to add more variables, you can certainly add. That's not issue.
Okay.
So they can receive a follow-up email. So whatever you can write here, you can see. So I'm just doing for the testing purpose. You can see the test mail and regard your company name, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can certainly save it. Okay. What shows it failed? This active field is required. So I don't click on active as it is required to save it, right? So let me click on
Mhm.
that. Yes, no, it is created. Let me show. Yes. So this template is created. So I also created this template follow-up email. If you can click on that, edit on that. So you can certainly see I just created a template. There is follow-up email and it shows the dear client full name as per your registration date. This variable will show you are not visited our school or you are not visited our school. Please let us know should you reschedule it again. Thanks regards your company name, right?
Mhm.
And from here, you can create a template, sir, right? Okay, what you have to do next? So next is email events. So in email events, if you can click on add new, give the name and schedule email. So schedule email by hour as 24 hours after due date, 48 hours after due date. So there are many more options, right? For follow up your email events or email campaigns. So that is basically automatically you have to just set it up for one time. Okay. As here you can see, I set it up for 24 hours and 48 hours. Okay. So you don't have to create for others. You don't have to create again for this 24 hours. You have to just create it for first time, and it can automatically run from our system, right, sir? So you can certainly add the email event. After that, what you have to do, you have to just gone through this email campaign. So how email campaigns can help? So if you can click on add new, so you can just add a name. Here you can give the email subject. You have to choose the event and the template. That's all. Event means whether it will go 24 hours or 48 hours. Okay, what are the event that you said? You can just add it the template, email template. You can add the subject here, and whatever the email you can email campaign name, whatever you can say. Okay, and it just give the active stage. After you giving this email campaign, sir, right? So I already created an email campaign of that. So suppose if my due date is on 7th November, kind of, right? So let me show you how it will get. I just get an email. So this I just received the email follow up for the schedule email, right, sir? And here I just received the mail, okay, that I'm not visited at the particular date. Okay.
Okay.
And that's how it works, sir. Fallback.
Okay.
As you can see, right? I don't get any, basically I don't compose an email, right? I just received the mail, right? So that is automatically gone through from our system, right, sir? So if you can click on this email log, so email logs, what email logs is, sir? See, you can see the history of email logs. Means which are the emails that from our system that receive your your client or your customer or whatever who can register it. They can see the registration ID. We can change with registration name. Okay, and this email campaign run at that day. So this is
I
how
have a
the
question.
history maintenance, sir, to this registration name. So registration ID, let me show you what is registration ID, sir. So this we call registration ID, sir.
That's exactly what I need. Okay, thank you.
Okay, we can
That's
add
what I
the
was
parent
looking
name
for.
too. We can add the parent name too on this list. That's not an issue.
Okay, yeah, I would prefer the parent name.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can certainly add that too. That's not an issue. So that's how we created for now, sir. Okay, and that here you can see the profile and all, and you can change the password if you want. Okay. Also, now this is all from my side. Okay. Whatever you have any requirement from any point of view. Okay. If you want to change this lookup and all. Okay. If you want to add any more services more. So it is up to you, sir. You can certainly send to us the requirement, or you can just say it now. It's up to you, sir. So let's